Nintendo has a bad year for the first time ever. A lion roars onto the cover of Madden, and the face of gaming television heads for greener pastures. All this and Dragoon Spirits coming in fast on Hot Off the Grill. Hello and welcome to the April 28th installment of Hot Off the Grill, presented by Gamernode.com. I am Senior Editor Jason Fanelli, here once again to fill your bellies with the headline-grabbing news of the past week. Breaking news into Hot Off the Grill after filming, Sony has revealed Superbot Entertainment's PS3 exclusive PlayStation AllStars Battle Royale. The game debuted on this week's episode of Game Trailers TV. Superbot is saying that there are 2 decades worth of characters, stages, and more from PlayStation's rich history. 6 characters were revealed so far: God of War's Kratos, Fat Princess, Parappa the Rapper, Sly Cooper, Twisted Metal's Sweet Tooth, and Killzone's Colonel Raddick. The developer also announced that third-party characters will be part of the game, making the possibilities endless. Even more interesting are the background stages to these fights, as they are Sony mashups. Hades from God of War will fight Patapons, a blank Little Big Planet stage creator will eventually turn into a Buzz quiz show, and more. Now, on the surface, it looks just like Super Smash Bros., and I'm sure the Nintendo fans are screaming. But is this really a bad thing? Nothing breeds success like competition. If Smash Bros. Actually has a legitimate contender in the ring, then Smash Bros. Will get better, not to mention the possibilities of this PlayStation game. If you ask me, only good things can come from PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale in every aspect. This game launches this holiday, 2012, but I'm told to check E3 for more information. Awesome. For the first time in its history, Nintendo has posted a financial loss for a full fiscal year. The year 2011 was marred by a less than stellar 3DS debut and the Wii's stagnation, resulting in a loss of $455.9 million American dollars. Nintendo does have high hopes for 2012, as 3DS production costs will lower enough to make the system profitable again, not to mention the impending reintroduction and release of the Wii U. I can see the internet buzzards are circling over Nintendo as I speak, but this is not a death knell for the house that Mario built. This is the first time Nintendo has ever posted a loss. Sony makes it an annual event. The 3DS is selling like hotcakes, which means the return to profitability is huge. And the fact that Nintendo is willing to redo the Wii U reveal shows a willingness to adapt that fans of the big N are not familiar with. The loss is merely a blemish on an otherwise perfect business model, so I'm sure Nintendo will bounce back really quickly. The spring drought of games is starting to rear its ugly head, but the first week of May does have a few titles worth your while. Come take a seat, grab a mug, and get a taste of what's on tap. The bloody battles of Mortal Kombat can now follow you wherever you go, as the 2011 reboot is ported to the PlayStation Vita. The game will include all of the DLC from the consoles, as well as some exclusive costumes for a few of the fighters. Shooter fans can look back into the scope with Sniper Elite V2, which features some of the most realistic bullet damage physics I've ever seen. On the downloadable side, Fable Heroes hits Xbox Live during Week 3 of Arcade Next, and The Legend of Dragoon becomes available for download on the PlayStation Network, but more on that in a minute. Adam Sessler is no longer a part of the G4 network. G4 Networks released a statement saying television personality Adam Sessler and TV network G4 are parting ways, with Adam's last episode as host of G4's X-Play airing on the network Wednesday, April 25th. Adam had been hosting the show since it first aired as ZDTV's GameSpot TV in July 1998, and he also served as editor-in-chief of games content at G4. Sessler himself spoke to his fans via Twitter saying, "Thank you to everyone with your exceedingly kind wishes and thoughts. I think I'll finally take a nap." I'm sure Adam will have no trouble finding a new place to hone his craft, and it's a safe bet that we have not seen the last of him. Good luck to you, sir. Godspeed. With the NFL draft happening this weekend, EA picked a great time to let loose some information on Madden NFL 2013, the next game in the annual football franchise. After a month of fan voting, Detroit Lions wide receiver Calvin Johnson was revealed to be the cover athlete, beating out Carolina Panthers quarterback Cam Newton in the final round. EA also announced the CBS announced team of Jim Nantz and Phil Simms to be the official commentators for this year's game. Most importantly, Madden NFL 13 will feature the same upgrades that NCAA Football 13 will see, including a revamped passing game and an all-new read and react defensive AI system. Sounds like nothing but good news for football fans, unless you're from Detroit. Here's hoping the curse doesn't rear its ugly head on the Lions, but it can't be any worse than 0-16, right? With The Legend of Dragoon re-releasing on the PlayStation, players will have the opportunity to relive one of the best RPGs on the PlayStation 1. If you've never played the game, then sit down and pay attention because it's time for Revisited. Legend of Dragoon was Sony's first-party challenge to Square's Final Fantasy games that thrived on the PS1. The game is huge, needing 4 PlayStation discs to contain it. It takes place on the fictional continent of Endinus, starting with a civil war between provinces and escalating into a far more reaching conflict. Legend of Dragoon plays just like other turn-based RPGs, but the main attraction is Dragoon Spirits, or items that change your character into a more powerful form known as, yup, you guessed it, the Dragoon. A lot of people stuck on Final Fantasy completely missed out on this game, which is a damn shame. Luckily, they'll get their chance to remedy that mistake next week when Legend of Dragoon hits the PlayStation Network. Make sure to play it. With that, the cook is officially off duty for this week. Tune in again next time for even more big and tasty news bites hot off the grill. Thanks for watching, everybody.